How much can somebody make in a year doing
In a
this?
year, you can make anywhere from, I'm gonna say anywhere from $10,000 to $100,000 plus. And
Mm-hmm.
that depends on what market you're in, because
Mm-hmm.
small markets you won't necessarily make $100,000.
Mm-hmm.
It just may not be that busy. But
Yeah.
definitely major markets is most likely possible to happen if you're good and people aren't worried about, like, like you don't have performance issues.
I could see
Because I
that.
had a client say to me, "Oh, I love that girl. She's so beautiful and gorgeous, but her energy is just not there." You know.
I can
And
see that.
it makes them a little sad because they want to give her more work, but it's just like, we don't want someone that's just going to stand here all day. We want someone who's going to stand here, be engaging,
Mm-hmm.
friendly, and actually talking to people.
Yeah.
So,
Work.
yeah,
Gotta work.
yeah, you got to have more than just the looks. You got to kind of have the whole thing going on for you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, you're great, but you're always late. These things will
Mm.
shoot you in the foot. Or you're amazing, but you smoke cigarettes and this smell is killing everybody. So now no one wants to work with you because you're good
Mm.
looking, but they can't take the smell.
Yeah.
There's different things that can
Careful.
shoot you in the foot. So
Sure.
those are things to be concerned about.
So, what kind of jobs can I be doing? Like you said, cocktail parties, um, promoting products like Apple products, or if I,
So you can be doing a technology promotion where you are showing people how to do stuff on Instagram or Snapchat, or it could be a register or survey event where you're surveying people with a tablet. So that's a technology program. It could also be like demoing Fire Sticks or technology devices. Another type of promo is going to be sampling promo. It could be sampling food or beverage. That's just, using a small cup to give it out. Or if it's bite size or something, or it's baked, or if it's snacks, you're just going to be giving it to people in wrappers. Or if it's something out of a large box, you'll just put it in little smaller boxes so that you can sample it out to people. There is also liquor promotions where you're inside of a liquor store or you're at a nightclub or a bar or something, giving out samples or shots of either mixed drinks or just, what do you call it, on the rocks or straight up, however you want to put it. We have those. You also have magazine promotions where you're representing a magazine company and they need you to represent a sponsor who is a part of the magazine. So, for example, Teen Vogue, yeah, you may be representing them in one aspect of the check-in. You're checking in with Teen Vogue, but we actually need you to represent Bare Minerals, one of our sponsors. So you'll just be showing people how to apply the makeup or telling them about the makeup. This is our sheer foundation. This is our heavy coverage foundation. That's another one. There's also car shows. If you can get into the auto show circuit, it's a really big deal because it's high paying and it's heavy travel all over the country. But it's also a lot of hours of work of just talking to people. That's another one. Let's see, what's another promo?
how about events or movie premieres?
Yes, I do a lot of those, by the way. There's so many. So, I mean, yeah, it's just unlimited. But movie premieres and movie promotions, those happen all the time because, as you can see, movies are always being made. And when you're doing movie premieres and movie promotions, you're mostly just either dressed up as a character in uniform. All these things are provided by the company. They'll get your sizes, make sure everything fits you perfectly. They'll even do your makeup. If it's special effects stuff, all of that stuff is done by the agency. And if you're not in character like that, you'll just be encouraging people to watch the show. You'll be giving them something for free in exchange for like an experience, basically. So, hey guys, come on over and check out our Power pop up. Power is a TV show, and for coming to the pop up, they get to take an amazing photo. For one, with all the Power stuff in the background, or one of the cast members will be there. Cast members usually always come out for movie promotions and premieres, so you get to be, in that surrounding. A lot of times you can take a picture with them if they say it's okay. It depends on the environment.
That's great.
Yeah, there's
Thank you.
so many. It could be a home improvement promotion where you're inside of a home all day, a model home, and all the people who are coming to check out investment properties, you're introducing them to this type of fabric or this type of furniture or this type of carpet or lighting. Yeah, so many different types of promotions. So the way to make it consistent for you is to make sure that you have the proper setup. You want to make sure that your pictures are key pictures. The lighting is proper. It's not too dark. You want to make sure that your background isn't too busy. You also want to make sure that your resume, if you're going to use a resume, you want to make sure that it has effort into it. You don't want it to look sloppy and, your picture sideways or
Bad picture, a dark picture.
yeah, the spacing and the format is just like all over the place. You just want to make sure that it reads well because that is how people will see you.
Should be a PDF.
Yep, PDF preferably. Some people use docs, but PDF is just a safer way to go since other people can't just delete your info and put theirs. Let me see. So making sure you have the proper setup is one way. The other way is making sure that you have applied and you're continuing to apply with different agencies, like registering with their agency to work for them in the future. So that way you can start getting these emails when they're looking for people in your market. Another way would be to make sure you join every Facebook group that is in your market for promotional modeling. If you travel or you have friends and family in other places that you like to go visit, make sure you select that as your market too, so that way you can get jobs for those places. Because if you're going to be in Florida for 2 weeks just to see family, if you've already selected Florida or Miami or wherever as your market, but you live in Texas, you may see jobs in Florida during the same time you want to be there. They just need you for 4 days and you're going to be there for 2 weeks on a personal vacation, but you just got a 4-day job and you've made $1,500.
Wow.
4 days of working for Art Basel, which is going on now, by the way, or about to go on in Miami. And they just need there's different needs, but we just need like 5 models to dress up in formal attire for a cocktail party. And then you'll just help with registration and check-in and also making sure event goes. Another way to keep the work consistent is to, let's see.
Have a good bio.
Oh, having a good bio is also great. It helps because sometimes people will definitely read that. And if you have one, it just shows that, you're a little bit more serious.
Have your own website.
Having a website is a bonus because a lot of people don't necessarily do that, but smarter people who do have it tend to get more work if it's well put together. Having a LinkedIn page works too because a lot of companies, they're all on LinkedIn. Starting out, you'll want to make sure you kind of like get all this stuff going so that you can have sure success, because you have all the different setups that'll get you where you need to go, which is consistent work coming in for you. Those are the major things that I can think of.
Okay.
This is the talent side. This is what a brand ambassador would get when they've been invited for a gig. So this is what she called me about, $25 an hour to do a formal party in New York City. I'll click on it and see, what's this about? We need 6 professional BAs to come work a formal pharmaceutical lunch party. So some new pharmaceutical product, I'm sure. Must have black tie affair dress, please.
You gotta buy that stuff if you don't have it then.
Right. If you don't have it, you just want to buy it, but you can always use it. So it's an investment into the future. Just one shift. And then the time. Anyway, I'm going to select shift because I want to work it. Click it.
So this is the one she just told you about. She called you first to see if you're available. So she basically was inviting you to do it because she wants you to do it.
Yep.
And now you're basically going to go on here and say, okay, I'm going to formally accept to do this job.
Exactly.
Now, is it important that you do this right away since she called you? She's waiting for you to, accept it formally, basically.
Yeah, you'll want to do it right away. If someone calls you, just to be on top of everything, just do it right away. Because you can easily get caught up and forget. And then she'll call you again and be like, hey, did you change your mind?
Yeah.
So just do it right away. So this is how you find a job. You go to, this is the talent section.
The job board.
Yep, the job board. And then you can find jobs by location. So we will click on this. So depending on where you're located, just select whatever. I'm going to keep it at all because I travel all over the world for this. And then you always want to change this to, if you're looking for all places,
Yeah.
just go ahead and do over 500 miles.
Okay.
And then everything comes up that is available. So MC jobs, model jobs for underwear models. They're paying, let's take a look at this.
Sushi underwear?
This is my profile. So they're going to see what you look like already.
Yeah. I see. These are great.
Yeah.
These are great.
You got to pick the best ones because they're making a quick decision. This is the minimum that I'm willing to be paid. And then my little bio, this tells them how many hours I've worked. That's a lot of hours. How many bookings? 73. And then how much? 7,440. And that's only using pop bookings agencies.
Yeah. That's just.
Which not every agency doesn't use them, but
Right.
the ones who are coming on board find it easier. And then these are the jobs that I booked recently. Yep. You have everything here. And normally you can't keep track of this by yourself. So I really like pop bookings for this purpose. I just want to show you, just so you can see. Everybody does not look like a model, but they still get money. Still get booked. Especially if the client, like at some point, especially if it's like a small, like a not so competitive market, they will just book a body because that's what they need. So small markets have an advantage.
So a strategy could be that if you want to get going, go for the small markets first.
Definitely. If you live in one, for sure. Like if you already live in one, then great. But if you're in a large market, awesome too. But if you're in a small market, don't think that you need to go to a big market just to make this happen. Like this girl doesn't look like a model to me immediately. But she's made $694 and she did 3 bookings, which was probably one weekend. At a, looks like she's doing small town stuff. But the thing is, like, even though she isn't like my top pick, because of the work that we do, frontline, depending on what kind of campaign it is, this is a simple one for a small town, like, or a place that's not so mainstream. She fits it perfectly, and she got advice from somebody because her pictures are key pictures. This is what you need to show that says I have experience, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's a good picture of her.
Yep. So that's one person, and this is one of my good friends, by the way. I love working with him. He's worked for me on a few campaigns.
Yeah, great energy. Oh, that's so smart for him to have a picture of him helping with a product. Yeah.
I'm sure he does a lot of product specialist jobs.
Yeah.
And that's how you get it. You just want to like sell the part. Yeah. This girl here, I would not hire her. She has $0 so far with pop bookings.
Wait a minute, why would you not hire her?
Well, her first picture wasn't the best picture. Look at this. This is definitely not the right picture you want to be posting for a job. If you want somebody to take you serious right away, if they're quickly looking for someone, this is great.
That's good.
This is a day of photo. Some companies will request this if they want to make sure that you look like you. Clearly, she's experienced because she has this particular pose that helps her hide her actual shape, in a sense. And that's a smart thing to do. When you definitely want to get the job, you got to kind of like finesse it, is what I've learned.
Yeah.
So you got to put the date on the photo so they'll know. And that was 12/7/17. That was like almost a year ago.
Yeah.
So she late.
Is that too late to have it on there?
Well, those things are only good for like 3 months.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
This girl here is like rock star right away. Boom, hired.
Yeah, but she doesn't look too approachable.
Well, every campaign is different. Sometimes they're hiring because this is every agency looking for talent. So sometimes they're hiring for girls who look just like this because it's for a liquor brand. They need you to dress sexy and short dress and exotic looking. So this is probably what she's used to doing, which is why she have this look. So it's perfect because if that's what she likes to do, then she want to make sure that she represents like the type of work that she's into. And it looks like liquor promotions. She applied for this one, but I don't think, she didn't get booked for it.
Good
for
to
whatever
know.
reason.
Well, it's just kind of interesting too to see that not everybody you can apply for it, and it doesn't mean you're going to get it necessarily.
Right.
And the reason why would be they already booked somebody else, they have enough people.
Or you're not the look that the client is looking for.
Does the client look at the pictures actually? Do they get that involved or?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She has a resume. Let's see what her resume looks like. She took a picture of it.
Yeah, not the best to take a picture of it. Upload a PDF because it shows that you're not technologically savvy, and they're like, "Oh, what are we gonna have to do to work with you now?"
And
'Cause you
even though
can't
she
do
could get
technology."
hired with this, if you just want to get it right the first time and get hired the first time,
Yeah.
instead of them hiring the great people and then going back around. Let's look at this guy real quick. Guadalupe. Okay, this is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's him. It's a headshot.
He's great. Yeah, he's great.
And then he's clearly working. Everybody knows Geico do all kind of campaigns.
Yeah.
He's an actor.
Yeah. That's why he's got that great presence.
When you sign up for this app, it'll ask you what are your professional skills, and then it'll have a list of things, and whatever you check is what shows up for the agency to see. Okay, he's into brand ambassador, product, promotional model, street team, sampling, promos, and modeling gigs. Oh, liquor certification. So because he does product specialist jobs, I'm pretty sure it's for a liquor brand. So Ciroc vodka, bourbon, whiskey brand. In order to sample those brands at clubs, which is where they'll normally place you, or a liquor store, you have to apply for this license or certification online. It's just like,
Oh, so it's easy to get.
okay, Wendy. So November the 5th is when she got on board. And her photos look a little edited. They definitely are. So I like that. She's smart to make sure she looks a little good.
Oh, interesting. You wouldn't say, "Oh, that's bad." You'd say, "Oh, that's good." She's
Well,
making
only
herself
it's good because she didn't go too overboard, I don't think, with it. I mean, yeah, she still looks like herself, especially in the eye area. This here just looks a little airbrushed. She worked probably a liquor promo. She's between 50 and 60. Extra large. And then she's a floater, meaning that wherever you need me to do, I'll do it. Brand ambassador, sample stuff, and then customer service background. And she lives in Monticello, Florida, so small market. She has her food handler and tips certificate. Those are things that you also get online if you're going to be sampling food. You have to do like a little, I don't know, 100-question quiz about food safety after you go through a 2-hour, I don't know, training. I hate it, but I have to do it sometimes too. But yeah, that's what her resume looks like.
What if you apply a lot and you're not getting accepted? And
That
it's
means
kind of embarrassing. Like, you're like, I don't want to be shown that I'm applying all the time and nobody's hiring me, because that will make them think there's something wrong with me. Is there ever that concern?
It could be the concern from the person, but no one knows this but you. Agencies can't tell that you're the person that applied all the time, and we're not choosing that person because there's just so many people applying. They just quickly are looking to see who fits the qualifications best. And if you're applying and you're not getting the job, that means that something is wrong. Your pictures are not great as they should be. Your resume is not portraying you the way it should be, or there's your bio. Just something is wrong, so you need to evaluate what it is and redo something. Most times it's just the pictures. Yeah, it's just the pictures for the most part. Because, some people don't even have resumes on here.
Yeah. Are they looking at resumes very much?
Yeah, definitely. They will look at it based on what the job is. Some jobs are like small jobs, like, simple. They don't really care so much. They just want to make sure you look like a capable person. But if it's like what I just did for Teen Vogue, they definitely going to look at your resume to make sure that they're not hiring someone who's going to embarrass their brand, because there were so many celebrities there. Serena Williams was there. All these actors was there from major TV shows and movies, and they were actually like in our presence all over the place. So there weren't no security detail. It was just this big open space of all these people just having a blast. And you want to make sure whoever you hire for it is not going to be the person that's going to be like, "Oh my God, Serena, let me get a picture of you," and all that stuff.
How can they tell that though?
It depends on how the person have done their resume. You can just kind of tell a professional resume versus an amateur one. To give you an example, one of our guys from the Batcave who he needed help with his resume, the first one you could just tell that it was just very amateur. I probably wouldn't have taken a chance because it just doesn't look like, if the person can't put together a nice, presentable resume, then that means that they're probably not as experienced. So let's not take a risk.
Yeah.
But if they have taken the time to put together a nice, organized resume, it's more convincing. That's it.
Makes sense. Yeah, that
Like
totally makes sense.
no one's really sitting down taking a lot of time to decide.
Mm-hmm.
They're really just making it quick
Yeah.
to see like, you know, what everything like the full picture looks like. So
Yeah.
if they love the pictures, but your bio was kind of crazy, they may just look at the resume real quick just to get another convincing piece of it, you know, info to see like, oh wow, her resume is amazing.
Now,
Yeah.
can you see other people's bios on this? I
Yeah.
mean, if I logged in, you know,
Mhm.
and I'm not like you, where you're a manager, but if
Oh,
I'm,
as talent?
yeah, as talent, can I look at other people's talent bios so I
no.
can know? No, I can't.
Nope.
Oh.
Only you can see your profile.
Yeah, because sometimes I might not know what to write. So
Right.
what should I write?
Maybe we'll look at this too.
Mhm.
Let's see. Let's start with this. This was LinkedIn, promotional models. So this is just, oh, these are people who are actually promotional models. This is her little bio.
Yeah.
I'm highly enthusiastic customer service professional with 5 years of experience,
Uh-huh.
results driven, brand ambassadors with the proven ability to whatever. Boom. That's
Really
it.
good. Yeah.
You can just go with
Yeah.
that.
You could just choose some of that and put
Mhm.
it in yours.
You can also go in, like, if you didn't have access to a network that gives you all this insight of where to find these companies, you can
Mhm.
just Google promotional modeling um, agencies, or just, as you see, we were just looking for a promotional model bio, and then all of a sudden this girl's thing came up, and now I can see, oh, Greenhouse Agency. Let me go and register with them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Sona's marketing.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
go with them. Oh,
Yeah.
Soho Experiential, which is an amazing agency.
Mm.
And then that way you can just register directly.
Yeah,
So,
I love it.
yeah, these are just little extra things that you learn along the way to kind
Yeah.
of keep your work going.
Yep, yep.
And then to look at this bio here, this is a well put together one, I would say, since it's all detailed. And
Well
it's
spoken,
longer.
tech savvy. That's good.
hmm And she put that because this person, I'm pretty sure they do like technology events where
Yeah.
it's like Oculus. They do a lot of promos where they need
Mhm.
people to operate their headset, and
Yeah.
also like iPad stuff, you know, customer registration, demo stuff like that.
Mhm.
So this is just a keyword for a person who is into that, because a brand will look for like, oh, we need like 25 tech savvy BAs for this event. And then this is a keyword that would say, oh, I want this girl. She talks about her experience. This is the, oh, that was the show.
Wow.
Some people I have learned, which is amazing, if you really want a job with a particular brand, you can just email the brand directly. So Zappos, they do a lot of stuff all over the country. And you can just go to their website, email their marketing department if there's an email for marketing specifically, or look at their career section. Some of these companies will already have like interested in freelancing with us or independent contractor,
Wow.
and then or they'll say, oh, we're looking for engineers, you know, like the corporate side of things, but there'll be a separate section for people who are interested in freelancing and all that stuff.
Wow.
Or brand ambassadors, like you'll actually put it on there, like, you know, for companies that are brands that hire brand ambassadors directly.
You just gotta go for it. Think outside the box.
Absolutely.
Reach out, reach out, reach out.
And having a website like this is amazing, by the way. It makes it easier when you're applying for jobs. I mean, if you're not using pop bookings a lot, this is a great thing. You can just use your link because people will look at it for sure. They will look at it, and if your stuff is all in one place, it just
Yeah.
helps sell you more.
So this is her
Actual
profile.
website.
This is her domain name, Promo Model Lab.
Promo model, her name is,
Model Alab.
yeah.
Ala
Ala.
B. Promotional Model Ala B. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, super smart. Yeah.
And then
yeah.
she has her Instagram link. This is another promotional model resume sample. Here's another little bio idea. Friendly, outgoing promo model with deep understanding of how to demonstrate, promote, draw attention. So you can get it from anywhere.
Upbeat, positive, working long hours. This is great for production jobs as well. Oh, capture attention of others, I saw. Very good. So, you know, they're putting in there what they know their job would be, what will get them hired. Very
And this is
good.
a great example, by the way. This is a template.
Oh.
Yeah, I love it. This is like perfect. Your experience, promo model. production. If you're already doing production, just go ahead and put production experience, and then list those jobs, and then put promotional experience and list those jobs. That way, they know they're dealing with a triple threat or double threat,
Oh, yeah.
and people like that too.
Ooh, that's
People
great.
are always impressed. When I worked with The Walking Dead, they were like, "Man, you're just so great at this!" Like, wow. And I was like, "Oh, I actually came from the film industry before I got into this." That says it all. No wonder you get it. If everyone could just get it. I'm
Get
like,
it,
"Yeah,
Factor.
unfortunately." I would hire Cheryl only because of this picture and this one.
Yeah, she looks just so awesome,
Yeah,
doesn't she?
she has energy in her photos that
Yeah.
says that she took it a bit serious, and she is over 60.
Yeah.
Oh, let's look at her resume. General Motors,
Oh, yeah, she's General
Walmart,
Motors for a long time.
Bryant's Market.
Yeah.
Simple resume. It doesn't have to be like, it just needs to be well put together, and this is
Yeah.
well put together.
Yeah.
It's not filled with a bunch of stuff because she clearly has longevity,
Yeah.
but it's a very nice to read resume.
Yeah.
So this is what would help a person determine, like, if they're gonna hire Cheryl over the other person who took a picture of the resume and it wasn't like as neat as this. I would definitely go like, oh, I'm gonna go with Cheryl. Her resume shows more effort, and her pictures also show more effort.